Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's happening? Hitting y'all boys upside the head with a two-piece. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about Anthony Joshua and Kubrat Pulev. Good fight. Good fight. I mean, it was an interesting fight simply because of the pre-fight drama and those guys looking like they was damn near gonna fight at the weigh-in and all the talk that's been leading up to this fight. I mean, I guess that's what made the fight interesting. Honestly, I expected Anthony Joshua to be dominant in this fight, which he was. I expected him to go in there and, you know, really showcase his skills and get Pulev up out of there. And he did everything that I expected him to do. Anthony Joshua stopped Pulev in the 9th round. He knocked him down about 3 or 4 times. He pretty much just styled on Pulev. It really wasn't anything that the older 39-year-old Pulev could do, but try to survive, honestly. Anthony Joshua came in at 241 pounds. I like him at this weight. I like him lean, cut down where you can, you know, have a little bit more stamina later on in the fight. You're a little bit quicker with your hand speed. Your jab is nice. You're going to need that so you don't have to be too aggressive on offense. You can be more patient, use your jab and kind of control your opponent and control that pace and the distance in the fight. And that way you can, you know, really kind of work at your own pace and throw when you want to throw and be able to get back on defense. And I loved how Anthony Joshua boxed in this fight. He wasn't overzealous. He wasn't, you know, overly aggressive. You know, he really stuck it out and waited for the proper times to really start throwing those combinations. A lot of times, if you saw it in the first Andy Ruiz fight, where, you know, sometimes he'll sit in the pocket a little bit too long, you know, throwing 4 and 5 punch combinations, and that's how you get caught. You know what I'm saying? The same thing happened when he fought Vladimir Klitschko. You dig what I'm saying? He'll stay in the pocket just a bit too long, you know, when you need to be, you know, sticking and moving. I thought Anthony Joshua looked phenomenal in this fight. I mean, he did everything that he was supposed to do. The power is always a very, very dangerous thing when you get in there with Anthony Joshua. That's one thing. I mean, it's heavyweight, so all these guys can hit, but Anthony Joshua just have a different type of power. It's something that you're gonna always have to be aware of when you're in there versus Anthony Joshua. And then what makes him even more dangerous, especially at this weight coming in, you know, around you know, anywhere between 235 and 245. I like him at that weight. You know, 240 is a money spot, I believe. And coming in at that weight, you know, with him being able to have the foot speed to box and, you know, stay light on his toes, move around, use the jab, set you up, you know, put you in positions and set traps for you. You know, that way when it's time to let off those combinations, he's in perfect position to do so. I like his defense. I think he's just gotten a lot more aware since the Andy Ruiz fight. He's been a lot more patient and just a lot more cerebral in the ring. And I think that makes him a more dangerous fighter because we know he got the offense. We know he got the power. That's never been a question. And we know he got the boxing ability. It's just, I think it was more of a mental thing for Anthony Joshua, just being patient and letting things open up for him as opposed to rushing and putting himself in bad position. So he ended up stopping Pulev in the 9th round with a straight right. He was hitting him with the right uppercut all night. You know what I'm saying? The whole fight, he was hitting him with the right uppercut, you know, and just really styling on him. Anthony Joshua has combinations and hand speed that most heavyweights don't have. And to couple that with the boxing ability and the power, that makes this guy very, very, very dangerous. What's next for Anthony Joshua, man? I would like to see him go ahead and unify with Tyson Fury. I want to see Undisputed in every weight class, and I believe that they need to go ahead and make the Joshua versus Fury fight happen as soon as possible. I believe Fury is fighting some guy. You know what I'm saying? I believe they picked somebody up from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? One of the cashiers at Walmart. So, you know, he gonna fight this guy. and then, you know, go ahead and I don't know if they gonna go straight into the Anthony Joshua fight next, but they should. I think that fight should happen next. Go ahead and unify titles for Undisputed. Maybe they do a rematch after that, and then we still got Deontay Wilder. You still got Luis Ortiz. You still got Andy Ruiz. You know, and if we can get a undisputed heavyweight, man, I think that make the heavyweight division that much more explosive, because you got all these different guys that's going to be vying for an opportunity to fight for all those belts. And then you got the champion himself that's going to have his head on the swivel every night, because you got somebody that's trying to take what you got. So I want to see the heavyweight division unified as soon as possible. And I believe the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight is a great fight. You got two guys that can box, two guys that showed you different type of styles. That, you know, Anthony Joshua showed you he can box from the outside. He showed you he can get aggressive, come on the inside and work. You know, he can work in the clinch. He showed you he can get aggressive and walk you down. Tyson Fury has also showed you for the most of his career that he can box from the outside, light on his feet, great jab. And then also in the Deontay Wilder rematch, he showed you that he can come forward and rough a guy up, get on the inside and work. So I think that makes for a great fight. Both guys have been hurt before. Both guys have been dropped before. You know, so you got that element where, you know, it could be a knockout at any moment, but then there's also upper echelon boxing skills that's going to be displayed as well. So it's a beautiful fight, man. That's a beautiful fight, and it's for Undisputed. So I definitely want to see that fight next for Anthony Joshua after Tyson Fury takes care of the guy that he's about to fight. And, you know, we'll see what happens from there, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. How did y'all feel about Anthony Joshua's performance? And do y'all want to see Joshua Fury next? You know what I'm saying? Or is there another fight that you want to see these guys have before that fight's happen? I don't know, you know, what's a better fight at heavyweight than Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury right now, because it's all the belts on the line. And both of these guys, if Tyson Fury can get a dub versus the guy that he's going to fight, you know, both of these guys will be coming off of wins. So why not make it happen, man? But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Contender regime, boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.